Hello, and welcome to Ice the Slippery, an unserious podcast about hockey brought to you by 1.5 hockey fans. My name is Kate, and I'm the hockey fan.
And my name is Fred. I'm half a hockey fan.
Good morning, Fred. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
We're just doing our best. That's our mantra in this house.
Yeah, especially in the last month and a half.
Yeah, it's been a time.
Yeah, life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
But
we
I will
be
say,
existing.
we be existing. But as a result of all that, I've found myself enjoying or looking forward to just sitting down and watching hockey and not thinking about anything else.
Hockey for me has been a great coping mechanism in these dark times.
Yeah.
It really, when I want to dissociate, it gives me something to dissociate in front of.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've really absorbed a lot. So
Yeah. That's been me the last week, where just generally like, ooh, is there a hockey game tonight? Yay, which is very different for me.
Yeah, no, honestly, when I sort of got real deep into hockey was during the COVID times.
Right.
And yes, I'm finding it a comforting balm right now.
Hockey's there in the dark times.
It sure is. And it's great.
Yep.
So, and there are more hockey teams. We knew that they were coming in the PWHL. We got some team name announcements this week.
That's right.
So we officially have the Seattle Torrent and the Vancouver Golden Eyes.
Yeah.
So what do we think?
Well, I don't know that any of the PWHL team names are the best, or their logos or their branding. I think the Torrent's okay.
The Torrent is okay. This is not an original thought, but Seattle should be the Seattle Sirens.
Yeah.
And it should be Lady Sea Monster Murder Ladies.
Not the
and not the Wii U Sirens.
Not the Wii U Siren. Yeah, but New York stole that.
New York stole that and made it Wii U Sirens.
Yep.
And I will stay mad about that forever.
Yeah. The Kraken and the Sirens, like, man, what a match made in heaven right there.
It definitely should have been some kind of creature.
Right? Yeah.
But I mean, Seattle Torrent is cool, I think. Like,
it
Torrent, it's neat. It's a little different. The branding's real bad.
Yeah, the branding's, yeah. The Golden Eyes, I have discovered my love of birding, but
if hockey is my entire personality, birding is at least 75% of yours.
It's certainly becoming that. And I don't know if I can get behind the Golden Eyes, because I've seen the comments, people talking about like the James Bond 007 N64 game. And I played the hell out of that with my friends in high school. Like, that was one of the first co-op couch games that you could play. And it was so much fun. And if I hear GoldenEye, I think James Bond and I think N64.
Yeah, I even think of that, and I did not play that game, nor have I ever watched a single James Bond movie all the way through.
Right.
So if I'm thinking of that, then probably everybody's thinking of that.
Yeah, the Golden Eyes is not it for me.
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to go bird, there's just different ways you could go. Be the Vancouver Wings. I don't know.
Anything. Yeah, but Golden Eyes is certainly a choice, and I think they're just going to have to live with it, because it seems like that's the direction they're going to go.
Yeah, I feel like, too, I'm just not loving any of the new sort of color schemes with any sports stuff I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Everything feels very muted these days. Like, give me a jewel tone.
Yeah, it's the Renovator or
the House Flipper.
The House Flipper gray.
Yeah, for sure.
We're not living in the beige world, but it's like the millennial House Flipper kind of thing.
It totally is.
Yeah.
I'm not loving it.
No.
Give me some saturation.
Yeah, you need a little bit more on the RGB scale or something.
She says, wearing her blue peacock silk jammies with her purple hair.
Yeah, yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep.
In other depressing news, the New York Rangers continue to have a very weird season. On the road, they look like an excellent team. They have 7 wins, 1 regulation loss, and 1 OT loss. But at home, they have 0 wins, 6 regulation losses, and an OT loss. And home games are not the only thing they're losing. Artemi Panarin has now lost all of his hair.
Yeah, so you're not loving that new look for him.
I'm not. It is looking very serial killer to me.
But he thinks that is what's required to change the vibes and get better, right?
Well, I guess it's not working, because they got shut out again last night at home. So.
Yeah, no, it's I shaved my head bald once. My hair is barely there to begin with, but it's like real buzz cut kind of stuff.
And it always has been, as long as I've known you.
Always has been, yeah. But I don't know, when you shave it, oof.
Even going from like a very close cut to like full bald is shocking.
It's a shocking change, because when I did it, I was like, uh-oh.
Right. And you have like face hair to balance it out.
Right. Yeah.
He just looks like a cue ball.
Yeah, no, it's not a good look. It's not going to help his hockey. His head's going to be cold now.
Of course. Don't know. He's unrecognizable. It's very startling.
No.
So some other unfortunate news. The Oilers got absolutely demolished by the Avalanche last night. Colorado took a 9-1 victory in Edmonton.
I know. It's too bad we didn't see that game, but that's
it's blacked out for
that's
us.
right. It is blacked out for us. Yeah, we'd have to get Fubo or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Or sail the high seas. And we're morally upstanding individuals who would never do such a thing.
We'd never do that, but also... yeah, not for that game.
Not for that game. Yeah.
So if it was a Stars game, probably.
Yeah, of course. Priorities.
But yeah, no, brutal.
Well, Nate McKinnon was on fire that game. He scored 4 points, and that tied him for number 1 in points in the league.
Wow.
So he is now tied with Macklin Celebrini.
Holy smokes.
Who we knew had pulled into the lead, but he maintains the lead. So they have 24 points each in the points total.
Nice.
Right behind them is Leo Carlson of the Ducks, who has 23 points. And then at 22 points, there's a tie between Connor Bedard, Connor McDavid, and Jack Eichel. And then there are also 3 players with 21 points, William Nylander, Kirill Kaprizov, and Mikko Rantanen.
Nice.
So Bedard and Celebrini are hanging with the big boys.
Oh no, they're the bee's knees.
The bees in the trap.
They're the bees in the trap.
Oh God, now it's going to be in my head again.
Yeah, whoops.
No, they're really doing great. So.
No, they are, and that's good. Like for them. I don't know what I was going to say.
No, it's great. Like they both have been looking really solid. I have watched a lot more Sharks than I have Chicago, but Celebrini looks amazing.
We ended up, I don't know if we're going to talk about it.
We are going to talk about it. So we'll save that for.
Yeah, we've certainly been tuning into the Sharks.
When we can.
Which we sort of did last year, but now it's a little bit more exciting to do.
It's more exciting. Yeah, no, they're looking good. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Sure thing.
Nate McKinnon also scored 2 goals last night. So now he is leading the NHL goal race. He and Cole Caulfield are tied for the number 1 spot with 12 goals apiece.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind them at 11 goals, you have Sidney Crosby, Cutter Gauthier, Bo Horvat, and Morgan Geekie. And then the players who are right behind them at 10 goals are Macklin Celebrini, Leon Draisaitl, Jack Hughes, Brad Marchand, and Pavel Dorofeyev. And then there are also a lot of people with 9 goals, and Wyatt Johnston is in that group. So he's
head of the class.
Hanging in there.
Yeah, he's doing well.
So yeah, again, Bedard, Celebrini in the mix. Or sorry, not Bedard. Celebrini in the mix, but Cutter Gauthier. So these young kids doing stuff, looking good, and making the kind of bottom of the barrel teams look a lot more dangerous all of a sudden.
They're a lot more fun to watch, that's for sure.
Oh my God, for real.
Yeah.
So we've also accidentally watched some Ducks lately. So
yeah, no. And I did end up seeing clips of that Avalanche, like the goals and stuff. And man, like Edmonton looked just defeated out there on the ice. Like they kind of looked like the Predators on some of these goals to me, where they're just like, they just didn't have the oomph or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. I haven't really checked out any Oilers games this season.
No.
I even missed one against the Stars, which we'll get into in a bit. But yeah, it's seeming dire.
I did see obviously the default comments about getting rid of Skinner, and Skinner already being in playoff form.
Of course. Yeah. Same old.
Yeah.
It's kind of, but I mean, they're going to keep saying it until something happens. Like,
yeah. But also, like, they're not far behind from where they were last year at this point. It's still early in the season and, like, whatever.
Well, yeah. And I don't know, like, if they pulled somebody at some point, 9 goals is obviously a lot to let in. But if you're only scoring 1 goal, like, that's a problem, too.
That seems to be like, a number 1 problem.
Offense is an issue.
Yeah.
So, or at least it was in that game.
Sure.
Speaking of offense, on Wednesday, Alexander Ovechkin scored his 900th NHL goal against the St. Louis Blues.
Why did I feel like he scores his 900th goal like every week.
No, because it's just they were talking about his 900th goal so many times.
Okay.
Or so much. It took him a while to get there.
I guess so. It took him a few games, right?
It took him a few games, but he finally did it. And this historic occasion was made even more memorable by Jordan Binnington sticking the puck down his pants.
Yeah.
As one does.
That's what I would do when I got that puck.
Yep. Nope. Jordan Binnington was the goalie, and he scooped it up and just shoved it right down the back of his pants. And the referee or linesman had to go over and be like, excuse me, Mr. Binnington, could you please take the puck out of your pants? And
right.
Jordan Binnington was like, oh, man. He says later he was just joking and like obviously he was going to give it back the whole time, but also he had an assist on it and like shouldn't he be entitled to it too?
Yeah, no, he's his deadpan delivery, like he did not crack like one. He didn't even show that there was like any sense of joking to his statements. Like he's straight just like psychopath about it. And
no, it's like I think pretty clear that it's a joke, but he's such a sociopath.
Right, sociopath.
It's so hard to tell because he's so has no affect whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no wink in the eye. There's no,
it's like, haha, it was a funny joke, wasn't it?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Just deadpan, like, wow. Like, and I could see people just not knowing him and being like, wow, that dude's crazy.
I mean, and kind of he has a reputation for craziness anyway. Like the only time he shows emotion is when he wants to beat somebody up, which is pretty frequently. So, yeah, but I don't know. It was mildly entertaining, I suppose.
It was, for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people were like, oh, he had another puck in his pants and that he swapped it out and he has the real one.
Interesting.
Yeah,
of course. Start the conspiracy theories.
Of course. Why not?
Yeah.
And then in 20 years, he'll be like, haha, I had the real one the whole time.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. That would be funny, actually.
Yep.
So yeah, here's where we get into it a little bit. The Anaheim Ducks are good. They've had 4 games this season so far where they've scored 7 goals. Their offense is really dangerous.
Yeah.
The Sharks are also looking great.
Yeah.
On Friday, they beat last year's President's Trophy winning team, the Winnipeg Jets, 2-1. And then they followed it up by beating the reigning Stanley Cup champs, the Florida Panthers, 3-1 the next night. That was last night.
Yep.
Macklin Celebrini caught a high stick during the Jets game and chipped some teeth, which I mostly knew about because Will Smith said he looked like Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, right.
Which, as we know, that was their couple's costume this year.
Nope.
So that was pretty fun. And, but yeah, we did watch a good chunk of the game last night where they played the Panthers and they really looked great.
They did. They still have, the chaotic energy and the unrefinedness to them, but boy, do they look like they're out there doing the thing.
They're raw, but there's like a power to it.
Yep.
And it doesn't look as like frenetic.
No,
it's like
a lot of energy. It's kind of relentless. It's head down. Like they don't seem to be letting up. If something goes wrong, it doesn't seem to faze them.
Yeah, no, it's just kind of nonstop. Go, go, go. The Panthers tried to do the thing several times where when they were losing, they got really mad and threw tantrums and tried to get physical. And the Sharks were like, nope.
Yeah.
And just kind of collapsed down on top of them or put them in headlocks and just didn't buy into it.
Yep.
And it was a lot of maturity for one of the youngest teams in the league.
Yeah.
And I thought they did great. Askarov had some amazing saves.
No, Askarov, right? What is it, 38 shots?
At least 38 shots by the end of the game.
Yeah.
Which was insane.
Right.
And yeah, he was crazy. He was just on fire.
And he's super fun and we love him.
He's so fun. Yeah. He was, I think, first star of the game and he came out and, gives Sharky a high five, which I think is his thing, and hypes up the crowd. And then they went to interview him and he was just like, thanks for being so loud tonight. It really helped the crowd. And they're like, okay, we're not going to even ask any more questions.
Yeah, no, he was
the crowd just like blew up again.
Yeah, he was just like, the crowd was it. And you guys are awesome. Like, that's a cool way to,
Yeah, keep them involved. And I had been saying before that, like, look how into it the crowd is. Like, it was so good to see.
No.
Just because I've been watching for a couple of years and the crowds have not looked like that, but they were excited. Like the people up in the high seats were really into it.
Yeah. No, it was a good game to watch. It was a great game to watch, especially after some of the games we've seen this past week where they're just kind of like, It's good to watch a game like that. That's fun.
It was really fun. Marchand at one point stared down some Jets fans or some Sharks fans in the front row, and they were just like laughing at him, which was actually kind of great.
Yeah.
So just like a weird reversal of power. I liked it a lot.
Yep. And they interviewed the Florida coach there, Maurice, and asked him about Celebrini. He had a nice, good chunk of things to say about like how he's kind of doing so well, and the thing that these young players need like 4 years to really figure out the whole picture of the game, like not just the scoring, but the away from the puck stuff and the defense and the line changes. He's like, he's already there.
Yeah, no, he looks sick this year. He's so good.
Yep.
So I love that. The Penguins played the Leafs this week, and at one point there was a broken stick on the ice, and Evgeny Malkin fully just stopped playing.
He did.
And gestured at the stick and like to Brian Rust, who's also on the Penguins, and was like, hey, could you move that stick? And Brian Rust did. And like everybody in the ice just stopped, like including all the Leafs players. And then Gino was like, thank you. And then just shot the puck right into the net and scored a goal.
I thought he passed it to someone and got the goal.
I think he scored the goal.
Oh, did he?
But I could be wrong.
I thought it was just like a cross crease pass that went in.
Look, I can barely function these days. I don't know what's going on.
Well, either way, he fully stopped the game and was like, hey, clean that up off the ice. Bang, goal for the Penguins. It's like, I can't do what I'm going to do with that stick on the ice. They're like, oh, no problem, sir. Hold on 1 second.
It was so funny. It was like classic Gino. He's just like, yes, hello, my name is Gino Malkin, and I would like that stick off of the ice now so I can score goals.
Yep.
And it was great. I loved it. I thought it was really funny.
And also, shout out to the Penguins. We've been tuning into them, and they're fun to watch.
They're fun to watch. They look good. I think this new coach has been really good for them.
Yeah.
Erik Karlsson actually gave an interview recently where he was like, yeah, it's really great when you can just like play the position that you are supposed to play.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, which is definitely a dig at Mike Sullivan. Yeah. So people are like, ooh, okay. Because Erik Karlsson's having the best season he's had in years. He looks fantastic.
It's funny how important these coaches appear to be to the team's success.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
And also there was another great sort of Sid and Gino moment I sent you earlier this week. There was a video and somebody had asked Sid a question about, did you know that Sid's condo asked Sid a question, did you know that Gino's condo in Miami is full of like pictures of you? And they showed him like a clip of an interview, and I guess Malkin's condo has like portraits and like memorabilia. He has like Russian nesting dolls with Sid's face on them.
Oh yeah, you did send me this. Yeah, that's right.
And he said basically that his son Nikita would probably say that Sid is his favorite player just as a result of growing up around all of this Sid merch.
Mm-hmm.
But then Malkin was quoted saying, "Of course, I will be his real favorite, but Sid is the best player, the best teammate, a great friend. I hope Nikita thinks of him as family. I do." And Sid got all teary-eyed, and it was so sweet.
Man, yeah. I don't know. That dude's special.
He's so special. I'm so glad
I finally get it.
I'm so glad you get it now.
Yeah.
So, and now I just keep giving you Sid propaganda.
No, it's good. Keep feeding me.
It's good. Yeah. No, I feel like I've given you some over the years and you haven't really gotten it. But now that you get it, now I'm like, oh, now he can absorb it.
Yeah. No, I just needed to see the documentary thing with him this year, and it all clicked, and all the stuff you've shown me over the years just really fell into place. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I get it.
Yep. If the Amazon Face Off series gave us one thing, it's that you understand Sidney Crosby and why he's the best now.
Yep, sure did.
And then on like the other side of the spectrum, you have the Washington Capitals, who have their weird hype up ceremony that involves Brandon Duhaime getting on his knees and barking like a dog.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That
and then the hockey stick is the leash.
And the hockey stick is the leash.
Yeah, those boys get wild in that tunnel.
They sure do.
Yeah.
And they've like remodeled the tunnel this year, so I think it's wider, so there's just even more room for antics.
Yep.
So totally chaotic.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be comfortable in that tunnel with them pregame.
Yeah, no, it's like Sid and Gino, bromantic.
Right.
Capitals, very kinky. Don't know what's happening over there.
It feels like college hazing all the time, but they're all like hazing each other and loving it.
Yeah, no, and like Duhaime was very, very excited to be the dog.
Yeah.
He was the same one who was in the werewolf mask last week. So.
No, that dude's fun as hell.
Yeah, no, that's just his thing. He likes to bark. So
no, they seem real fun, honestly.
They seem a little too fun for me. I'm too old for that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad they're having a great time.
It's good to appreciate from a distance.
Yes, exactly. Like anthropologically speaking,
absolutely.
I'm sure they're having a blast.
Yes.
Well, shall we move on and talk about our hockey teams?
I don't know.
Well, that's all I had, so I guess we should.
Okay. Wait, did I have any notes? Hold on.
I don't know.
I wrote some things down during the week.
Oh my God, that's so exciting. You are into hockey.
Well, no, I just wrote down a couple funny things that were mentioned. So we tried to watch that Clayton Keller on the couch
with Colby Armstrong.
That's the first one. We couldn't make it through the whole thing.
It was very dull.
And you described him as the Dua Lipa of dancing of hockey or something along that line.
Yeah, like early in Dua Lipa's career, the dancing, it was the "Go on, girl, give us nothing."
Yes.
I believe that quote kind of originated there.
Yeah.
And he was very "Go on, girl, give us nothing."
It was so
in
boring.
That interview. I did say that. I was like, he was the Dua Lipa of dancing of hockey in that interview.
Yep, absolutely.
I just love that you understood what I meant with that.
No, I do, because that clip of her dancing when she was younger is great. It's almost as good as that like new Taylor Swift one from the Eras Tour where she's just doing bad dancing.
Yes.
We also I just need to bring up that Nylander released a new YouTube video.
Oh, yes. I was out on Tuesday night and I came home and you were up in arms over it.
What a scam. I told you that channel's a scam and you think that's funny. So I'm just leaning into it being a scam. But what a piece of garbage video that was.
No, I now refer to him as Will Scam Nylander because that is, you call it a scam. And I just think it's funny how irate you get over it.
I do. That's just some of the worst YouTube content I've ever seen.
You did show me some of the video and it was very bad.
17 minutes is just brutal. And then the comments all seem like bots. They're like, yes, give us more. Oh my God, this is amazing. 17 minutes is too short. Like no, 17 minutes was way too long. I gained nothing of value from that. So, but I mean, I guess he's having a good time. Maybe, I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, it's hard. He does seem very personable on it. And like, he's kind of excited to be like the center of attention for it. But like, man, is it a hot train wreck, mess, garbage, bullshit channel?
It's not even that because it's too boring to be that.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, no, I'm glad you actually brought that up. But it was so boring, I forgot about it.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, we had to just relive it. And then I can't remember where I said this, but we were watching, I think, either clips or something, and I described Draisaitl's mom jean legs, and you thought that was pretty funny.
Yes, you did describe Leon Draisaitl as having mom jean legs.
I don't think that man could put jeans on and not have them look like mom jeans.
I do believe you are correct. I believe that anytime he wore jeans, he would
his waist waist is just too high.
He has a high waist. Yeah, no. Yep. He's great and very fashionable and very, very a handsome man, but he does have mom jean legs and I can't unsee it now.
No, absolutely. And there was that the clip of him signing that picture of himself this week too, which was really funny.
There was, yes, my favorite picture of him of all time that he posted from his wedding, where it's him late into the evening, probably 3 a.m.-ish.
Yep.
Wearing his terrible slides, smoking a cigarette, looking straight at the camera, very much the embodiment of, and I'd do it again.
Yep.
And yeah, they had him sign that picture and he was like, I love this picture. And I was like, and that's why I love him. Because he was like, yes, no, I saw this picture and I knew immediately I needed to post it because it's the best picture of me.
Yep. And he was like, I like to show people my humor sometimes.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I loved that self-awareness where he's like, yes, this is my humorous side.
Right.
Where he's like giving like a very fuck you look into the camera while he's smoking a cigarette. And he's like, haha, this is me being funny. I usually keep it under wraps, but sometimes I like to be a little cheeky and show it off.
Yep. No, it was real good.
Oh, Leon never changed.
No, he's the best.
He is the best. I love that.
Okay. That's all I had.
No, those are great. I'm so glad you brought those up. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to expect it all the time.
Well, yeah, they'll be like Fred's rap weekly corner. Well,
I like it. We'll come up with a clever name for that.
No, weekly corner. I'm going to go with that.
That's it. That's okay. All right. Well, on to the Flyers. On Sunday, the Flames were in Philadelphia playing the Flyers. It was a low-scoring game with the Flames winning 2-1. And the single goal did come from Travis Konechny, who seems to have unlocked something. He has been really good. I think he's on like a 7-game point streak right now. So
excellent.
Yeah.
I don't think we did not see that, right?
We did not see that one.
Yeah.
We were doing things, or there wasn't a Stars game on. We might have been recording this podcast. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah.
Time just blends.
Yeah, I guess it's real good that I did not jump on the Flames train, even though I like the coach for this year, because that was a thought.
That was a thought, but boy, they're not doing so great.
No, and I saw a video with him saying he put all their stats and everything and all their games into ChatGPT, and he's like, we don't have a 60 goal scorer on this team. We got to fucking dig in and get pucks on net, just the usual shit. And I just thought it was real funny that he's dumping all their stuff into ChatGPT and getting analysis done.
Yeah, I don't know why you would put that out there. Like, that doesn't make you look like a great coach.
It's certainly
pretty lazy.
It's certainly interesting. Like, that's what I would do if I was a coach, but I wouldn't know how to coach a team, so I'd have to,
Right, because that would just be you faking your way through it.
Yep.
I will say, remember how I was saying that the Rangers are a great road team? I think they're like the best road team in the NHL. They've only had one loss on the road. That was to the Flames. They lost like 5-1 to the Flames.
Interesting.
So that's just extra salt in the wound, I feel like.
Yep.
Which is fun.
Oh, and speaking of the Flyers and AI, I had some output from Gemini, which is AI, that described Konechny as the abrasive, skilled leader.
All right.
Anyway.
Interesting.
I thought that was interesting.
Well,
I didn't ask it for that, but it just needed to insert that for me.
Well, okay then.
Yeah.
All right. On Tuesday, the Flyers were in Montreal, and I was actually out socializing on Tuesday night and missed both the Flyers game and the Stars game.
What a social butterfly you are.
I know. I made some friends and have been leaving the house lately, and it's been kind of one of the few things keeping me sane lately. So
real different.
It's been great. I was home for like the first period of the Flyers game, so I was getting ready, but you were telling me some of the things that happened. So that was great. So Bobby Brink opened the scoring about 2 minutes into the first period on the very first shot of the game. Then 7 minutes into the first period, the Flyers had a 2-man advantage, and Trevor Zegras had a frankly ridiculous spinorama backhand pass.
Oh, where he's
to Cam York.
Yeah, like the no-look spin backhand pass.
Yeah.
Directly on tape.
Directly tape to tape so that Cam York could get a one-timer into the net.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
Yeah.
I loved every second of it.
No, that Zegras kid might have some talent.
It was beyond. I'm speechless. I'm still speechless.
You have no words.
I have no words.
Which is rare.
Which is very rare,
yes.
Exceedingly rare, some might say. No, it was really good. And then so that was on the 5-on-3. So then they went to a 5-on-4, and Trevor held on to the puck for a little while and got it through traffic to Bobby Brink, who tipped it in for his second of the night. So the Flyers exited the first period up 3-0, which was great.
Yeah.
Second period wasn't so good because the Habs scored 4 goals.
Yeah. And you had left by this time, and I had turned it off by this time. But I did rejoin in the third, and I was like, whoa, what happened?
Yes. What happened was the Habs scored a lot of goals.
Yeah.
On not a lot of shots. I think at one point it was 4 goals on 8 shots.
Yeah.
So that was not ideal.
Yep.
And yeah, that was Vladar in the net, I believe.
Yeah, keep that man in the net.
Usually, yeah, but that was not so good.
Well, no, that was terrible. But
yeah, but still, overall, he's been really good.
I'm happy they have him at least. There's some competency with him.
For sure. The third period was a little more tightly contested, but halfway through, Nikita Grubenkin managed to tie it up for the Flyers. And it was his first NHL goal. And what a clutch goal to have as your first goal.
Yeah. This is actually right when I turned it on. I turned it on as they were coming up the ice. So it's like, oh, Grubenkin, blah, blah. Oh, he scored. It was just meant that I needed to see that live for some reason.
Yeah, I had just gotten home. I hadn't even watched the highlights yet, but you were telling me that Grubenkin scored the game tying goal. And I was legitimately so excited.
You were.
I was overwhelmed with pride and joy. I don't know anything about this kid, but I just think he's wonderful.
He is.
And he just seems like such a sweet human. And I was just so overwhelmed. I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy.
Yep.
So it was great. And he was obviously really happy. And yeah, it was great. And that tied it up, and then that sent it to overtime. And then they went to the shootout, and Vladar came up big in the shootout.
Yep.
He kept all of the shots out for the Habs, and Trevor Zegras, the shootout magician, came through with another beautiful shot.
It was sick.
Super insane. And he now has the highest career shootout percentage of all active NHL players who have taken a minimum of 10 shots with 62.5%.
Yeah.
There's somebody who is outpacing him who's no longer playing.
Okay.
For players who have taken 20 shots or more, he is the all-time leader.
All-time leader.
All-time leader.
Going back to 1909 or whenever.
Yeah. No, the kid is amazing.
Yeah. No, that's incredible.
He's so good. He's 100% for shootouts on the season.
100%? Really? Yeah. No, that shot was sick. And Bush, his commentary after it, he's like, are you kidding me? He's like, he just literally decided what he was going to do the last second.
He's so instinctual with it.
Yeah.
It's so good. He's so fun to watch.
Yeah. It was he's like a Zen master where there's no thought or something. He just goes up and does it. And it's amazing.
We have a saying in our house, no thoughts, only beans, because we have a cat named Beans who doesn't have thoughts. So we say no thoughts, only beans. And Trevor Zegras is the no thoughts, only beans of shootouts.
Absolutely.
And that's great. So yeah, no, he's been great. He's been fun. There's a great, I think an NHL short or something going around of him where he's fixing his hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Under the helmet, right?
Under the helmet.
Getting it so it sticks out properly.
Yes. Getting it all fluffed out.
Yep.
So he's just having a great time in Philly, and you can tell. And I love that for him.
Things are good in Philly.
They are.
Taco's got that boat on course or whatever.
Sure, whatever that means. On Thursday, the Flyers were in Nashville playing the Nashville Predators. The Preds got on the board first with a super lucky bounce. I was rewatching the highlights of it, and like even the Nashville announcers were like, well, that was super lucky. 5 minutes into the second, Michkov tied it up. And that play started with Bobby Brink, who was sitting on the ice just on his butt and managed to get a pass off to Cam York, who was behind the net, fed it to Meech, who scored. And Meech has had a slow start to the season, and you could tell he was really excited about this one.
Good.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then with 2 minutes to go in the second, the Flyers took their first lead when Noah Cates scored. The Preds pulled their goalie, but TK scored on the empty net, and the Flyers took the game 3-1. So
yeah,
that was good. I think that's another one of the ones where Taco was like, it wasn't a fun game to watch. We weren't very good. He's been saying that about some of the games that we've won.
Yeah. Well, they come out not good and then they finish okay.
Right. Exactly. Which I get it. But like, it's not the same as like the one time where John Tortorella was like, where there was like a huge victory and John Tortorella was like, it's the worst game of hockey I've ever seen. We should all be embarrassed.
They won like 7-2 and he was pissed off.
Yeah.
So great.
It's just not the same.
No.
Just like, if you're not going to be that dramatic, then don't be negative at all.
Yeah. No.
Like I want drama or I just want nothing.
I've tried to watch a few of the Taco interviews and oh boy, like it's just
go one girl, give us nothing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not the same.
Yeah,
and we've only seen Torts once this year so far with the TNT games or whatever.
Yeah,
or ESPN.
I think.
I don't know. Every time we tune in, it's friggin' TJ Oshie talking nothing.
Your new nemesis.
Oh my
TJ
God.
Oshie.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Tippett's okay. I've got a problem with TJ Oshie now.
There you go.
Yeah,
all right.
Tippett's been doing reasonable.
He's been doing okay.
Yeah, and his personality's like a little bit lighter this year. Like he's a little less boring when he's talking. So
well, I guess Taco could talk a little smack about yesterday's game where the Senators were in Philadelphia playing the Flyers. The Flyers had kind of that nice little 2-game away road winning streak. And then they were hoping to keep that going at home. But the Senators had a secret weapon. It was their dad's trip. And
it was a dad's trip? You can't compete with a dad's trip or a mom's trip.
Yeah, no. If there's one thing hockey players are going to do, it's going to play good hockey in front of their parents.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's not their fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that game's just a write-off. You just write that one off on your taxes.
Pretty much, yeah. The Sens scored 2 quick ones in the first period on the first 4 shots, which was not great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was Urson in the net.
That was Urson in the net, which, I don't know.
He's been on IR, I believe.
He has been.
And so I think this is maybe his first game back. Halfway through the second period, the Flyers did have like a really gritty shift that culminated in a goal from Michkov, who again looked very excited to score.
Gritty shift.
Yes, I know. I didn't mean it. And then, both teams looked more lively in that period and in the third, and Urson was able to come up with some more big saves. The Flyers were down 2-1 coming into the third, but they looked really hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie Draisaitl managed to clean up a loose puck in front of the net to tie up the game. And that was enough to send the game to OT, but Tim Stützle scored the game-winning goal, and the Sens took it. But the Flyers still took a point.
They got a point. So, hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'll take it. So, definitely not like their most exciting or best game, but
also playing them too is never going to be like an exciting game either, really.
Well, yeah, because they're not the most exciting team for me either.
Yeah.
So
no, that's good, and I'm impressed with how they're doing. They're like I know it's early, but like they're in the like playoff line talk or whatever.
They're in the mix.
They're in the mix.
They sure are. I mean, they're kind of up there with like, I would say sort of the Ducks, the Sharks, the Bedards in terms of these kind of younger teams that are doing better than anticipated.
Yeah. Yeah. So, no, it's real good. We'll see if they keep it going.
Yeah, I like it. No, and Michkov still hasn't even really fully woken up yet. And I guess he said in an interview that he took some time off this summer and hadn't really trained.
Well, yeah, he was
for the first time ever.
He was like over in Dubai crashing Lamborghinis or something, right?
Correct. Yes. So I don't know if it was like if he was injured or if it was just maybe poor direction coming out because like with Tortorella gone and no new coach in.
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal was, but it was like the first time he had ever taken time off from hockey.
Might be, I don't know. You got to, well, not, if you're a hockey player, maybe you don't, but I think that's good for people.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. But Anyway, he's had a slower start this season, but he seems to be finding his game and he's very competitive. So I don't think he'll probably make that same mistake again.
No, and he's still like out there making things happen, even if he's not scoring or whatever.
Exactly. So I have faith in him and he's going to turn it around. So moving on to the Stars, on Tuesday, the Oilers were in Dallas. As I mentioned, I was out of the house on Tuesday because I totally have a social life.
Totally.
I was doing trivia.
Yeah.
At a brewery.
Yeah.
So I did stay spoiler free for this game because I wanted to watch the highlights cold, and you were doing a great job talking around it. And then my dad texted me and said, "Great shootout win for the Stars." Yeah,
no, it was tough because the Flyers did the shootout thing that night, I think. And
yes, they did.
And then I tuned in for the end of the Stars. I saw the third period and then the final there. And yeah, it was difficult for me to not like mix up the teams. Like my words don't come naturally to me. So
that is true.
So I was, doing my damnedest, and I did a great job. I let nothing slip about the Stars game or how it was or anything.
And then we're laying there in bed chit-chatting, and then my phone lights up. Great shootout win from the Stars. Thanks, Dad.
Yep.
I'm glad. Thanks for the support. I'm glad you're watching.
Yep.
So,
spoiler alert, they won in the shootout.
Spoiler alert, they won in the shootout. I did go and watch highlights, and then I fell asleep on the couch because I'm old.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, it was still an exciting game, even sort of knowing the outcome. It was a national broadcast. They kept talking about how injury plagued the Stars are. So that was nice that we were getting that kind of, recognition.
That storyline was being acknowledged.
Exactly.
Yep.
Nottinger was in the goal because Jake and his wife welcomed a baby boy this week. So
oh, wow.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that seems like weeks ago now to me, but yeah.
Yes, time has no meaning.
No.
Everything is what it is.
Yep.
We're feeling really existential here this week. Nottinger let in 2 goals in the first 7 minutes. One was at even strength and one was on the power play. The power play one was sick. That was Draisaitl from like below the goal line.
Yeah. He went to his office and then he
his office is in the back room.
Yeah. And then he went further into a closet in his office.
Yeah. He went into the secret speakeasy that he has in the back of his office.
He absolutely did. He lit up a cigarette and he was like, "Watch this, guys."
And he dropped to one knee and he slammed the puck. And I'm pretty sure it went off a dismissed shoulder and into the goal.
Yeah, it was sick.
It was so stupid. You had to watch it multiple times to see how it got in. It was so fast.
Yep.
You're like, wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? It was so good.
So
it was so good. I wish it wasn't against us, but it was so good.
Yep.
He's so fun to watch. So yeah, it was a really disgusting shot. But the good news was this put the Oilers up 2-0. And we all know that the Stars are at their most deadly when they're down 2 goals.
You don't want to do that to them.
Yeah, exactly. So in the second period, the Stars' power play continued to be sizzling as Mikko Rantanen drew a penalty and then cleaned up a rebound in front of the net on the ensuing man advantage. So then we headed into the third period only down 1 goal. So obviously that meant that the Oilers needed to score again because, again, we're most comfortable with a 2-goal deficit.
Right.
So Connor McDavid did a Connor McDavid thing and scored a goal.
Yep.
But then less than a minute later, Mikko Rantanen scored his second of the night. And then 5 minutes after that, Miro Heiskanen tied the game with this magical sideways, he was just gliding sideways past.
You really love that skating move he did there.
It was so pretty. It didn't even look like he was doing anything. He wasn't actively skating at that point. He had been skating and then he was just sideways gliding and the puck just came to him.
Yeah.
And he just tapped it right into a wide open goal.
Yep.
It was just ethereal.
Yep. Right place, right time. And yeah, that is some advanced skating. I'm sure there's a term for that, but it's halfway between doing a slide stop, but gliding and going back. It was nice. So
it was so pretty.
Yeah.
And that would tie up the game. So the game would eventually go into a shootout. Jason Robertson is no Trevor Zegras, but he is also a shootout weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He scored a beauty. Then Draisaitl scored his second disgusting goal of the night.
That was a fun one.
He did a Forsberg, reach around.
Go gadget arm.
Yes, with his long, lanky arms, whatever the Mom Jean equivalent of arms is, to get the goal just around the very tippity tip of Nottinger's skate.
Yeah, it was sick.
And then it all came down to Wyatt Johnston, who put it home authoritatively. It just clunked in the back of the net. It didn't rattle around or anything. It was just thunk, I live here now.
Yep.
So yeah, we won in the shootout, which is awesome.
Yeah, worked out.
And yeah, it's just a special night in general at the AAC. It was Mikko Rantanen bobblehead night.
Yep.
So that was nice. It was fitting that not only would he score 2 goals, but he also hit 300 career goals during this game.
Okay.
He is only the 4th Finnish player in the NHL to reach this milestone.
Well, look at that.
That's pretty awesome.
Very good.
And I will say too, Miro Heiskanen had a huge night. Like, he just showed why he is that bitch. Like,
yeah, no, it was like he was the you've seen those like couple costumes with like Peter Pan and the Shadow. He was like Connor McDavid's shadow. He was just like on top of that dude all night.
yes, he had almost 28 minutes of ice time, and for over 18 minutes of it, his job was to stick to Connor McDavid like a shadow.
It was like he was Velcroed to him.
He was, and he would just like steal the puck off of him. He just kept up with him so effortlessly.
Yeah.
You know, I talk a big game about Miro. I don't know that you have necessarily seen enough Miro to like.
I get it. He's good. But
yeah, but I feel like maybe you gained a bit of an appreciation for him.
I do know how good he is. I just don't like vibe with him super hard. Which is fine.
But
like,
he was great in this game.
No, it was a masterclass on how to handle McDavid and McDavid with speed.
No, McDavid with speed. McDavid of the with speed family.
Of the with speed family.
Yes. I think you even said, you should go watch the whole overtime if you can, because Miro did some great things.
Yeah. No, and anytime Connor was going to do a thing and Miro was there, it was good to watch. So, and I've had some questions about some of his play this year, and he's made some kind of.
He's made some iffy choices.
He's made some weird errors this year where it's just, it feels like watching the Nashville Predators. Like, did you just stop like paying attention? Like, what was that? But he's certainly.
This was him at his most Miro.
Yeah. That's been an exception, honestly. So he looks great.
Thursday, the Ducks were in Dallas.
The Ducks.
And you know how I said that the Ducks have had a lot of 7-goal games this season?
Yeah.
This was one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, them Ducks.
And yeah, the Stars scored 5 goals against the Ducks, but they still lost. So
yeah.
But you know what? That's Stars hockey, baby. Like, that's just how we roll.
That's how we roll. That's what we do.
So, but there were some good things here. First of all, it was the triumphant return of Robe Hintz, who has been out injured for a while now.
Yeah. Was this the night he walked in with those pants?
It is the night. I actually have in my notes. He graced us with his fashion.
Oh my God.
He had like pearl embroidered pants on that were.
They had like faces. Like
they had like faces on them. They were amazing.
Yeah.
They were very expensive.
I love how you look up his clothing online.
I do. I'm just fascinated by it.
Yeah. No, he shops in the $1,000 to $1,500 price bracket, which I don't even know where that's just outside of my reality.
I've never owned anything clothing wise that expensive. Even my wedding gown was sub $1,000.
Right.
So,
no.
And that was the most expensive aspect of our very DIY wedding.
Yeah. No, it's just it's unreal to me. Like I've been around people that have those kind of clothes and that kind of budget, but it's not my life.
Like, I have expensive taste, but I don't actually buy it. Like, I just look at it online. Yeah. So I admire the people who have the money and the taste to pull it off.
Yep.
It's not me.
I had a fairly expensive North Face jacket one time, and that was about it.
Yep. That's definitely not in the same echelon.
Nope.
For sure. So it was also the return of Jake Ottinger. He was back in the net. And I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to be cutting him some slack in the foreseeable future, because having a newborn baby is really hard.
It is.
So, like, there are reasons why we stopped after one kid.
Yeah.
And part of it is the lack of sleep.
Yeah. And also, your first one, you can like read books and watch videos and talk to people.
Parenting classes.
But holy smokes, like they just give you a baby and then they're like, here you go. And you're like, what?
Yeah, you're like, I didn't have to get a license for this. Nope. Like, they just handed me a human and I just walked out of the hospital with it.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
They're like, where's your car seat? Okay, here's your kid in your car seat. And you're like, well, here we go. Oh my God. So yeah, no, that's a lot. And you got to cut him some slack for sure.
Absolutely. So he's just doing his best, just like we all are. We're all just doing our best here.
Yeah. No,
that's it.
Absolutely. And yeah, his sleep is like totally messed up. And these hockey players seem to be really into sleep. And Jake's got a lot of pillows that he needs to sleep with. And he's probably just a wreck.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
In the best way. But
of course. Yeah. No, it's a happy time, but it's exhausting and it will fuck with your head for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So Anyway, 5 minutes into the first, the Stars went on the power play and Wyatt Johnston just sliced a puck right through. And then Wyjo would go on to score another power play goal near the end of the first period with a Pavelski-esque tip.
Yeah, that was real Pavelski-esque.
So it was great. On the one hand, it's really lovely. Wyatt's on Hattie Watch. It's a solid power play from the Stars, 2 power play goals. Great sign, right? On the other hand, the Stars now have a 2-goal lead. And that doesn't bode well for us.
No, you keep that's a bad move.
Yeah, just like we do well when we're down 2, we don't do well when we're up 2.
I feel like Razor or Josh mentioned that.
Probably.
They said something like, oh, now they're on the other side of the 2-goal lead.
I think Josh did say it exactly like that for sure. And then sure enough, just over a minute into the second, the Ducks got on the board with a power play goal of their own. And then 2 minutes later, the Ducks tied it up after Jake's childhood friend Ryan Poehling made a slick pass to Ian Moore.
Yeah, it was nice.
Who scored his first NHL goal.
Oof.
So first NHL goal and the Dallas Stars. Again, classic Stars combo.
Yeah.
So that's just what we do. You haven't scored a goal yet? Come on over to Dallas. We'll help you out.
Yeah, that little package about Poehling and Jake was real great.
Yeah, there's a great video on Victory Plus about Ryan Poehling and Jake Ottinger because they grew up together in Minnesota.
They just love each other.
They love each other. They have so much respect for each other. They're just he's the best person I know.
Yep.
Really great. I mean, is there anybody who doesn't love Jake besides Peter DeBoer?
Other than Peter DeBoer, I think he's a pretty well-liked guy.
Yeah, no, people just they're not just oh, he's neat. They're I love him. He's a wonderful human.
Yeah.
So I love that.
And it was cool to see Poehling outside of the Flyers because that's the only place I know him from. And I don't know, he just seemed like more of a person and more I don't know.
He's found a great home for himself on the Ducks. As much as Zegras is lighting it up on the Flyers and some of the Ducks fans are missing him, a lot of them are just happy to see him flourishing over on the Flyers. Mm-hmm. And they are in turn really happy to have Poehling because they were really lacking sort of those fourth line, grinded out guys.
Yeah.
And they are loving what Poehling's bringing. So I'm happy for him. Again, that's one of those ones where it ended up being kind of a win-win trade situation.
Yeah, everybody's living their best life.
That's all we want. We just want everybody to have a good time.
We just want them to go out there and have a good time.
And then I also want the Stars to win.
Yeah,
so.
which is a little bit more challenging than everyone having a good time.
So at this point, the game was tied. Tyler Seguin had never scored against the Anaheim Ducks in his entire career. But that streak finally came to an end halfway through the second period when he restored the Stars' lead. As Razor put it, Tyler took the Ducks on a pony ride to Sassyland.
Oh, good. You did write that down.
I did write that down. You can't not. And turns of phrases like that are why Razor is in the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he only said clap back once, but he gave us a pony ride to Sassytown.
A pony ride to Sassyland.
Sassyland or Sassytown?
Oh, I'm not sure actually now.
I wrote down town.
I wrote down land, but I could be wrong.
Either way, it made no sense and I loved it.
Yeah, it was the nonsensical kind of thing that we have grown to love from Razor.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Cutter Gauthier would go on to tie it up once more after an unforced turnover from the Stars.
He looks real strong.
I mean, the Flyers are my backup team, so therefore Cutter Gauthier is my enemy, but he's having an amazing year. So much so that I have added him to both of my hockey fantasy teams where he is raking in the points for me.
Yeah.
He's incredible.
Yeah, no, I think he looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I feel like he could pick me up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure. He's that strong.
He could do that Instagram trend where he scoops you up with one arm under your legs.
Right.
And you're not a tiny boy.
I'm not a tiny boy, but he seems that strong with the way he plays. So
yeah.
He's got a real strong face too, doesn't he?
He does. You could cut cheese with that face.
If you needed to.
And it's very angular is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
so yeah, good for him.
Yep.
Anyway, 3 minutes after that, after Gauthier tied it up, the Ducks pulled ahead once again with a power play goal. So at the end of the second period, the Ducks were up 4-3. It only took 16 seconds into the third period for the Ducks to extend their lead even further as Chris Kreider scored his second goal of the night.
Yep.
Luckily for the Stars, they went on the power play a few minutes later, and Mikko Rantanen scored just 6 seconds in off of a great pass from Wyatt. The Stars successfully killed off a Ducks penalty and then went on the power play again. And if we'd been able to score here, it might have been a very different game. Unfortunately, the Ducks are the ones who scored shorthanded.
Yeah.
Which really
That really
messed with it.
Yeah, it really sours the mood there, doesn't it?
Exactly. With 3.5 minutes to go, we had pulled Jake, and we did manage to narrow the gap to 6-5 when Roope Hintz scored a goal in his first game back. But it was too little too late, and the Ducks scored an empty net goal to clinch the win.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a interesting game to watch. It was a fun game, but like it wasn't fun watching it from the Dallas perspective. Like it was, those Ducks are so good.
It was very back and forth. You know, I was proud of the Stars for not giving up.
Right.
They stayed in it. They never became defeated.
Right.
They really hung in there. Some of the goals, I think, weren't on Jake.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that were not, because he just had a child.
Right.
So he's off the hook in my eyes. So there you have it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was just, again, it's their 4th 7-goal game of the season.
Right.
And we're not very deep into the season. So the best you can do against a team like that is just to have really good offense. And we did. It just wasn't enough to catch up with them.
Yeah. I think during that whole game we were talking about, we're like, damn, these Ducks, holy smokes. Like, I think that was the first game we saw like a full game of theirs, right?
They looked so good. They looked so solid. Just all of their lines looked so strong and just
they appear bigger on the ice than everybody, even though they're not. Like,
they do. They just look like a team of robots.
Right.
But like fast robots.
Fast robots.
Clever robots.
Fast, clever robots that don't seem to get tired.
Yeah. It's kind of bonkers.
No.
So, all these... And it's like their younger guys are doing great, but the older guys are revitalized. Like Chris Kreider, Jacob Trouba, they're all looking good.
Yeah, they're looking. I
mean, all these ex-Rangers players are looking way better than the current Rangers players.
Yeah, they imagine if they were playing for the Rangers, how they would be.
Not good, I would imagine. So
no, Kreider. Like I've never really enjoyed Kreider. I do like Trouba, but like. Kreider's been fun to watch.
He has been. He's having a really good time.
He seems a little bit more relaxed and a little less like old man serious or something.
Yeah, no, he's having a great time. So I think the youth has been good for them.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, and honestly, their orange didn't bother me as much as it normally does.
It still bothered me.
Well,
a lot,
you are very sensitive to the aesthetics.
It's true. I'm extremely aesthetically tuned in.
Yep.
Saturday, the Stars went to Nashville to play the Preds. I was kind of hoping to see Nottinger in the net for this game because the Stars are on a back-to-back. So last night was the Preds, or yesterday afternoon was the Preds. Tonight is the Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken. Oh, we get to Marchman action tonight.
Yes, but since Jake played yesterday, he will likely not be in the net tonight, which means no Jake and Marchman reunion on the ice.
Well,
so that's a sad face.
Yeah, it's...
So, yeah, I don't know about that. But Anyway, I'm sure there's reasons. Maverick Bourque opened the scoring about 6 minutes into the first period. And I've been hoping for him to have a breakout season.
Yeah.
I do think he has looked a lot better in general.
I do too. Yeah.
I think it's helped that he's kind of found a place.
Yep.
I do wish the scoring was like a little more consistent.
Yep.
But I think he's going to get there.
No, he seems to be finding his way. He seems like one of those like young kids that still is learning some parts of the game and putting it all together. But he seems to have the ability, and he has our full support.
Yes, and more importantly, he has Mikko Rantanen's full support.
Absolutely,
and helmet kisses.
Yes.
So there you go. The Stars dominated the first period, but with 2 minutes to go, the Preds won a faceoff and scored a goal on a heavily screened Jake to tie up the game.
Man,
it was just faceoff, bodies in front, goal.
Just 5 dudes like right down his line of sight.
Yeah, there was nothing he could do about that one. So nothing to be mad at there. We headed into the second period with the Stars on the power play, and Roope Hintz powered through 2 defenders to retake the lead. The Nashville announcers described him as a Finnish freight train. I saw that when I was rewatching the highlights.
That's some good alliteration.
It was really good. The Preds scored again 5 minutes into the second period. And just like the first goal, Jake was heavily screened and didn't have a chance of seeing it. But then about 30 seconds later, Nashville scored again. And that one was not a great look. But again, new father. So
sure.
Yeah, exactly. So that was 3 goals on 8 shots for the Preds. And then they had their first lead of the game. So the Preds were up 3-2 heading into the third. But 2 minutes in, the Stars tied it up with a great net front goal from Justin Ritskovian.
Yeah, Ritskovian.
It's his second NHL goal.
Mm-hmm.
He's got his signature Sully going on, the little fist pump.
Yep.
which he says is not intentional because he says both times he has scored, he is fully blacked out.
Which is awesome.
Which is so cute.
Yeah.
He's actually great with his post games. He's very chatty.
Nice.
Just very like loquacious and not like, oh, pucks in net deep. So he's just like, yeah, no, and we did this, and then we did that, and then we did this.
Yeah,
so.
no, and that was a great, like, hardworking goal too. I think whoever was involved with that, was it Beck and Blackwell, or anyway, the whole line made that like a really solid, like, hardworking goal, and it was great that he finished it.
That was a good one. I mean, really, this whole game for the Stars comes down to the fourth line, and that continues. First, though, the Preds would go on the power play and Steven Stamkos would score.
Stamkos.
He has been famously struggling, especially this season. And so, of course, the Stars would give him a charity goal because that's what we do. It's like, first NHL goal, come to the Stars. Having a real-time struggling, like, it's okay, we got you.
Yeah.
We're just kind and generous, and that's how it is. But then our fourth line stepped up in a big way. Colin Blackwell, the Nashville announcers described him as feisty, which is a great word to describe him.
He is a feisty boy.
He fed the puck under a defender's stick from behind the net right to Adam Ernie, who got his second goal of the season as well. And that tied the game at 4-4. And then just 47 seconds later, Wyatt Johnston set up Sam Steele for the go-ahead goal. The Preds kept pushing, but Jake made some solid saves. And also, Esa Lindell was possibly on ice for the last 5 minutes of the game,
sure,
according to the stat sheets.
Okay.
And the Stars held on and won the game 5-4.
Yeah.
So it was a lot closer than you want against the Preds, but you know, a win's a win.
They found a way.
They found a way. They keep finding ways.
They found a way to put pucks on net.
You know, again, we have Rope back, but we are still missing Nils Lundqvist, Jamie Benn, Matt Duchene.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Matty D still out.
Matty D still out.
So is it confirmed that he has a concussion?
I don't know that it's been officially said, but he's been skating in a tinted visor, which is generally the sign.
That's generally a sign.
Yeah.
He kind of had like a tinted visor last year too. Kind of looked goofy. It was when he got hit in the face or whatever.
Yes, I believe he was also a little concussed last year.
Yikes.
So, yep. Well, anyway.
Yeah, no, that was an okay game. I didn't like it as much as like watching the Sharks game later. Like,
yeah,
you know, it was fine. I don't know. I just don't enjoy the Predators at all.
No, they're not fun to watch.
I'm pretty sure that they need a new coach. There's some kind of like energy missing there because they're all good players.
Yeah, the vibes are not great.
Like, I don't even remember like noticing Forsberg, and I usually do.
The chemistry is whack.
Chemistry's whack. Yep. So
it's it's not super fun to watch. But again, happy the fourth line stepped up. They've been looking really good.
Got that depth scoring they talk about.
That's a hopeful thing to have. All right. Well, that's kind of where we're at for hockey games for the week.
Sure.
I do have a little kind of concept of a game for us.
All right. Let's do a concept game.
You know, as you kind of alluded to, it's been like a weird couple of weeks around here. And I don't know. Hockey is kind of like my emotional support game. And I kind of have some emotional support hockey players, I would say.
You do.
There's just hockey players that just make me happy.
They just make you happy. They spark joy.
They spark joy.
Yeah.
So I wish they'd come clean my house. That would spark some joy.
Yeah, right. That'd be, man, can you imagine what kind of like thing that would be? You just get like 3 or 4 like NHL players to come over and clean your house.
Oh my God, they'd really be helpful with the garage.
Yeah, right.
That'd be great.
I feel like they'd see it as a challenge, right?
For sure.
It'd be a competition for them.
Oh my God, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I was just thinking of some fun activities that would be relaxing, some kind of self-care stuff that we could do. And then I was thinking that we could maybe invite some hockey players along.
All right. I love it.
Yeah.
I think I can roll with this.
Yeah. I'm totally winging this. I came up with it like literally as we were setting up the podcast.
Let's do this thing.
So, well, for starters, you know, you've been doing a lot of bird watching lately.
I really have.
So you're getting up early in the morning, you're getting out there, you're walking 2 miles with your binoculars and your camera.
I am doing that thing.
And I was just wondering what hockey player you'd like to take with you to go bird watching. I have an idea who you might like.
Well, I mean, Sidney Crosby comes to mind first.
Well, yeah, because he likes birds.
He likes birds, and I feel like birds would just fly in to like see him. So,
well, he is an actual Disney princess,
right?
As
like,
we know.
Be like, oh, look at this. This bird doesn't live in this area, but it's here now. Like that. Yeah, I think I think he's a pretty easy pick there. I don't know if there's anybody else that I would go bird watching with. What about you? Now, do you have someone you would go bird watching with?
I mean, the first person that popped into mind for me was Jamie Benn because he wouldn't talk. You don't have to worry about Jamie Benn scaring the birds away.
He's not gonna scare the birds.
He's not gonna say a single word. He's gonna show up. He's gonna maybe bring you a cup of coffee. You're gonna nod to him. He's gonna nod back, and then you're just gonna meander in silence for 2 miles.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he'll see a bird and he'll point it out to you and you'll point out a bird to him. But that's it. You're not going to have to worry about small talk.
Right.
Or any talk.
Or any talk.
It's just, you're just meandering silently.
All right. Perfect. I think that, yeah. Yeah.
That's like, will it be super scintillating? No, but that's not what I'm looking for.
No, you're looking for someone to be quiet and hang out with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
All right. Perfect.
I like that. My next one was, who would you want to get a pedicure with?
All right. I'm going to let you start this because I've never had a pedicure and I got to think real hard here.
Yes. Well, I did get a pedicure last weekend with my friend Bree and it was great and super relaxing.
So what is, give me like the rundown. Like I'm sitting in a chair and there's people like working on my feet.
Yeah, pretty much. I got like the deluxe pedicure. So I got like a calf massage.
Okay.
But yeah, they like file down the calluses on your feet. They do all kinds of like lotion-y treatments and they cut your nails and they do nail polish. But yeah, you can get like hot stone massages. You can get exfoliating. Leg massage, all kind of things.
So, okay. It's more than just like someone buffing your nails down there.
Right. Exactly.
Okay. All right. I got you.
Yeah. It's like a whole vibe.
All right. I'm tracking.
So, well, I picked Jake Ottinger for this one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well, yeah, because, he is kind of the social director for the Stars. Whenever they travel, he researches like the best saunas in town to take the Finnish players to, which is great. So I know he would be great at like finding a place to get a pedicure, which would be awesome. I wouldn't have to do that emotional labor. He would handle it for me. He'd find an awesome spot. And then also, like when you're getting your pedicure, you do actually want to have somebody to chit chat with. It's like the opposite of bird watching.
Okay, sure.
And he has the best gossip because everybody loves Jake. Everybody tells him everything.
Right.
Like, remember the pregame meetups with Mason Marchment, like their little gossip circles?
Yep.
Like, he's just going to tell you all the good info.
You'd be like, you didn't hear this from me, but.
Exactly. And he's going to have all the good dirt and it's going to be great.
Okay. That's good.
So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
And I just think he'd be really fun. And he would definitely compliment your feet afterwards. But not in a creepy way. He would just be like, oh, that's such a cool nail polish.
Not in a Quentin Tarantino way.
No, not in a Quentin Tarantino way. Just like in a thoughtful way.
Nice. Well, all right. This one's a tricky for me, but
right.
My first I'm just going to go with my first gut instinct. I don't know that I have a reason for this, but I think David Pasternak would be fun to go get a pedicure with.
I love that. I could totally see you guys doing that.
Yep. I think
just two big burly dudes getting their toes taken care of.
Yeah, no, I think I think that would be fun. I don't know. I just thinking about everybody, like I'd pick him first.
I think it would be great until William Nylander showed up with his YouTube camera.
Nylander was a consideration I had, but then I just didn't want to sit next to him.
Yeah, well, because the YouTube people would be there.
Yeah, exactly.
It would be a whole thing.
It would be a whole thing. And I think there would be dogs too. He seems to bring his family and his dogs everywhere.
They do seem to be part and parcel of the Will Scam Nylander experience.
Yep. So yeah, me and Pasta getting a petty.
All right. So my next one that I came up with is, this requires a little backstory.
Okay.
So as you know, online, a lot of people refer to hockey arenas as the boy aquarium.
I do know this.
And our daughter is really into aquariums. So we've talked about doing like a family vacation to a place that has a hockey team and a really good aquarium. So we can go to the fish aquarium for her and the boy aquarium for me. And then also you would have said you would like to do the bird aquarium, which is just any place outside with birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like the outdoors generally.
Mm-hmm.
So I just said, who would you want to go to an aquarium with?
An aquarium. This is an interesting one. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you have something already thought of for this?
I do.
Okay, you do you, and I'll do me next.
All right. I went with Travis Konechny for this one.
Okay.
Because that boy is a hick. Like, he knows about fish.
He does.
Like, if he had a dating profile, it would definitely be like 17 pictures of him holding up different fish.
Yep.
Of different sizes. But he's not so macho that he won't also get excited about like the little colorful fish or like baby otters and stuff. Like, he'll also be real down for cute baby animals.
Yeah.
So like he's not just a hick. He's like a multifaceted hick, which is nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that he is definitely into like pond fishing and lake fishing, right?
Yeah, so he's going to be like knowledgeable about like kind of your brown trouts or whatever, but like
Yeah, what your brown trouts.
But he's going to be like real enthusiastic about like the other like more exotic things too.
Yeah.
And then also people can be really rude at aquariums. Like it gets really crowded and people are always trying to shove in front of you. And I just have a feeling if somebody did that, he would like call them nerds and bite their ankles. And that would just be really nice to have around.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So I would generally like to go with somebody of, that is interested in fish or whatever, or like,
or
learning or like being in that kind of environment. And I can't really think of anybody that fits the bill for me on this one, but I do think that Slavkovsky would be super fun to go to an aquarium with.
I think that would be great.
He'd be like, look at this fucking thing.
Yeah. I think he would be like, this is so neat.
Right?
Yeah.
I think there'd be like a child.
A childlike wonder and whimsy.
Yeah, exactly. He'd be like, this is wild. I didn't know people do stuff. Like, you just look at fish. Neat.
You should also have him bring Cole Caulfield, and then he can carry Cole Caulfield around on his shoulders.
Which, yes.
Because he won't be able to see sometimes.
No, absolutely. So
I think that would be really cute. Just bring all the baby habs on a like little field trip to the aquarium.
Yep. So that's who I'm going with.
I love that. That's super cute.
To watch him be delighted by the experience. Because I bet he's never been to an aquarium.
He probably hasn't. I think that would be super neat.
Yep.
Yeah, I love that. I think that sounds nice. My next one that I have is who would you want to take an improv class with?
Ooh, an improv class. I don't even have to like think about this one.
I bet we have the same one.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Who do you have?
I have Jarv Nasty.
Oh, okay. We have a different one.
Yeah, I'm going with Jarv Nasty.
I bet he would be really fun in an improv class.
I think Jarvis, after like he got like, I feel like he'd need to relax into it a little bit, but once he got going, he'd be super fun.
Seth Jarvis definitely knows how to yes and.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
He will go along with it.
Yeah.
So he's definitely down to do like the silly social media things and things like that.
He's down to clown.
I went with Mason Marchment because that bitch loves drama.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great. I'd probably end up injured, but it would be worth it.
That's pretty great.
We'd either get an A or we'd get kicked out of class. And either way would be a great time.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You'd end up with a story that was good. That was good regardless of how it went.
For sure.
Yep.
Next I have, who would you take a cooking class with?
Ooh, a cooking class. All right. I'm going to have to think about this for a second.
So this is the one where I went with Sidney Crosby. So specifically, I said a baking class. Now, we know he's already good at baking, but maybe it would just be something he hasn't baked before.
Yep.
But I just feel like he's going to be good at it, but he's also going to be really supportive. Like if you're having a hard time, he's going to help you through it.
Yeah.
And he's going to make sure that you do your best. But even if somehow yours doesn't turn out great, his is going to turn out perfect and he's going to share it with you.
I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Because again, this is like my emotional support hockey player.
Yeah.
And I need emotional support in a cooking class.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think that works out. I think for a cooking class, this one's tough for me because I think there are other things that I would prefer to do with this gentleman. However, I'm going with Quinn Hughes because I think that would be entertaining.
That would be. He does like to cook, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't we see in last year's Amazon series, he was preparing some big elaborate meal?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I think that would be fun. I don't know if fun's the right word, but I think it would be interesting to go to a cooking class with him.
It would be a time.
It would be a time. There would be a story for sure.
There would be a story.
So, yeah. Or Joey Decord, maybe.
Oh, I bet that would be fun too.
Joey Decord would actually be fun.
He would be.
Quinn Hughes would be interesting.
Fun versus interesting.
Yeah.
That is a good distinction to make for sure.
Yep.
I have only come up with one more scenario.
Okay.
And this one is, who would you want to have a movie night with?
A movie night. All right.
So I went with Will Smith and Macklin Celebrini.
Oh, that's pretty good.
They're going to choose a rom-com, which is good. I don't need anything thinky right now. Our kid just wants to watch horror movies all the time. I'm not really into that.
No, it's not our thing.
Yeah.
We'll do it, but... Yeah.
We'll do it, but yeah, no, I just want to watch like Miss Congeniality, which that one might be a deep cut for them because they're babies.
Yeah, you could introduce them to some like classic things that they would like.
Exactly, classic rom-coms, but just something light and frothy that doesn't require too much thinking, and you know that they would have the good snacks.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. That would be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I would probably feel like a fifth wheel at some point, but that's fine.
All right. So movie night, man, this one's tough for me. Because I'm almost like leaning toward a Jamie Benn who's just going to sit there and be quiet. Like,
that's true. Talking during movies is no fun.
Yeah. But it can be fun depending.
But maybe he is a movie talker because I bet he doesn't understand what's going on.
Oh, yeah. And he's probably going to want me to turn the subtitles off.
Oh, yeah. No, because they're distracting because he can't read.
Yeah. Okay. I've got two that I would probably do it with. I'm just imagining that we're watching something like not an action movie and not a rom-com.
Right.
Like something somewhat interesting, I guess, not just...
A little thinky.
But I feel like my two top choices would be Truba.
Okay, yeah, I could see that.
Because he leans on the artsy side and can talk and is somewhat interesting. I feel like I'd rather have him as a wingman, like at an event.
Right, for sure.
But that's okay. That wasn't one of our options. And then maybe Kopitar.
Okay, I could see that. Yeah, you guys, I could see you all going to like an artsy film festival or something together.
Like if they want to watch like There Will Be Blood or something, I feel like that would be interesting with them.
That would be great. And then I wouldn't have to watch that movie.
Yeah.
So I would be cool with that.
I do want to mention that it was only a couple weeks ago that I found out that Kopitar's first name is not Andre.
Okay. Well, you're only half a hockey fan.
Yeah.
So you can't be expected to know tiny details like people's names.
Yeah. So anyway, Anze.
Anze Kopitar.
Anze, yeah. Yes. So not Andre. But I feel like that would be okay. Either of those guys would be good.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any scenarios for me or?
Well, I mean, yeah, we could keep going. Just like who do you go to a concert with?
Oh, a concert. Let's see.
Who are you taking to Red Rocks?
Oh, who am I taking to Red Rocks? It's hard because hockey players historically don't have great taste in music.
Also true. And yeah, all right, you're going to...
You know what? I'm going to a concert with like Rope Hintz because he's really into like Finnish death metal and stuff, which is not stuff that I listen to. And I would like to be exposed to like new cultural references.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. I'll give that a try. Why not?
Yeah.
I'm expanding my horizons this year.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah. And I feel like I would explore kind of the world that I don't go like that. Going with Rope would be like more like my kind of thing. Right. Yeah. You are into sort of offbeat. Like I'm into the EDM scene and the all kinds of stuff. But I am gonna actually go with Konechny. Yeah. And maybe it's a Morgan Wallen concert. I don't know. But like I feel like going with him, then it would be like an interesting experience. You're at least gonna have a good time with him. Right. You guys are gonna shotgun some beers. Oh yeah. And you're going to have a blast. And I might have to bail you out of jail, but that's fine. Yeah. Because you have been on standby for me with bail money before. So it's your turn, finally. If I'm going to that kind of country music kind of environment, like I feel like he'd be fun to go with. Yeah, for sure. Like I know Connor McDavid goes to country music festivals. That would not be fun. But yeah, I think Travis Konechny is the one to go with. Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Any other scenarios that you've come up with? If not, that's totally fine. Well, no, I don't know. I had the two that I thought just because of hockey players. So fishing. If you have to get on a boat and go fishing, because a lot of these guys are into fishing too. I guess Hellebuck. Yeah, absolutely. I actually want to go fishing with him. Just because he seems to really, I mean, like he has a house on a lake and like boats and like a whole thing. Like I know a lot of hockey players do, but he seems to be very serious about it. I grew up with, around fishing and ice fishing. Didn't do too much of it. Don't really like it. Don't like the hooks in the mouths of the fish. Don't want to like get it out myself. No thanks. But like he would take the hook out for me. But ice fishing with Hellebuck would be super fun. He's just an interesting cat. He actually might be a good one to go to a concert with though too. He actually has decent taste in music, I believe. Interesting. Yes. And then if you have been forced against your will to go play a round of golf, which guy are you going to go with? Well, I'm gonna do a golf foursome because traditionally golf in fours. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So I'm going to tag along with Jake Ottinger's golf foursome. Okay. So it's him, Ty Dellandrea, Mason Marchment, and then they have a fourth friend that they golf with who I don't know. So I'm going to take his place. You're going to go, yeah. Oh, well, that does sound super fun. Yeah, right? Yeah. So I won't know what I'm doing.
and I'm not going to have a good time like with the actual golfing part.
Oh God, it's the worst.
But it's just going to be fun watching them in their natural habitat.
Yep.
Getting some enrichment.
Yep.
As they do.
Yep. Interesting.
What about you?
For me, this is going to be weird because I literally hate golf. Like I've been forced to play it with like at work and stuff when I went to Vegas, you know, and oh boy, it's just the worst. It's not for me. But if I have to do it, I'm doing Nylander, Matthews, and the dude who left and plays for Vegas now. Marner. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that front row seat to the drama.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I don't know what that would be like, but it would be funny.
I bet it would be great.
Yeah.
And the whole thing would be documented on YouTube for posterity.
Absolutely.
You'd get 17 minutes of it.
17 minutes.
The commenters would love it.
Absolutely. And I'd be dying the whole time.
Awesome. Well, I think that's going to be the end of regulation for this week's episode of Ice is Slippery. You can find us on Tumblr, Blue Sky, TikTok, and Instagram at Ice is Slippery Pod. You can also email us at iceisslipperypod@gmail.com, where we would love to get suggestions for games and hear your hockey hot takes. Until next week, stay out of the penalty box.